back, everyone. New Mutator here, and I'm joined by Switch. How's it going, Switch?
Yeah, man, it's going great. Glad to be here.
And we're actually gonna be looking at. I'm not even sure what the what bracket this is, or this is the winners bracket. I don't know. I'm not even sure. Paris would know. I don't really know. This is week three of the Winners Series 2016. It's the match between um, who is it? Who is it? The Syndicate and what's the other team? Help me
Myth
out. The Myth
Pagans, Lord
Pagans, right?
Scary Owl.
That's right. All right. So yeah, this game one, and you're gonna have to remind me of the name of this map too. It's the
Oh,
this
snow throughout your
nose,
nose, I believe.
yeah, something like that. I think you're right. It's a third-party map, and we're gonna see exactly how this match went. It seemed I haven't, I wasn't really keeping tabs on the match, but it seems like it was pretty close. So we'll see exactly how it happened. Paris, I believe, is going to be captaining for the Syndicate. Also on his team and or observing, there's going to be Wank, Akira, Demolition, BOC, Argos, Evil Jake, and Rar. So some key players not showing up. Um, and for the Myth Pagans, LSO or Lord Scary Owl is going to be captaining for them. On his team, Killer King Falcon, Toxin, Mike Khan, don't know who that is exactly, Samuel, and Scary Monster. So gonna be interesting. Gonna be interesting. So yeah, if Switch, you have you casted with me before? I think I do remember Osmodian's the after party tournament in 2012. You joined the finals cast. I'm not sure if you contributed very much though. And
Oh
I'm
yeah. I was there in Asmo's draft tournament cast very briefly.
yeah. Yeah, you were there, but yeah, I'm not sure if anybody is familiar with you joining me on these casts that we do. But at any rate, it's gonna be interesting because Switch and I are on the same team this year, the Dapper Dan men.
Yeah, the legendary Dapper Dan Men, Dapper Dan Squad, as Paris would say.
All right, well let's look at the trades. We only have a few seconds to really get a grasp of what's happening. What have you noticed so far?
Yeah, well, it looks like LSO's traded for fewer. No, wait, I got that backwards. I think Paris got only two doors. So
They
LSO's
yeah
got a few more.
yeah. Well, he's got three. It looks like so. Actually, only one more. And let me look at see the archers. I'm not sure they. It looks pretty. It looks like a comparable trade actually. It doesn't look that different. I mean, you can see Thrall. Both sides went for Thrall. Both sides have at least a medium amount of archers. It doesn't look like they maxed them out, but then again, I'm not really familiar with the the ceilings on how many units you can have uh, on a particular type of unit type. The game type is actually capture the flag, so we'll see how this happens. I imagine there's going to be forces meeting in the middle, perhaps at the this is the desert um, slash if I had a tro map with a kind of a snow. Uh, I don't know what would you call a a snow glamour
Oh, it's a twist. It's a
on it.
good little
Yeah,
snow twist for your winter series. Finally, Paris throwing us some snow maps.
it sounds like
But they,
there's is somebody trying to make bottle pus. It sounded like I was hearing dwarves throwing some bottles.
no, I don't know. You don't know if I saw that happening, but they're blowing some stuff up. Dude.
Yeah, but nobody's actually taken any damage just yet. Though that might change very soon as Killer King's running his Puskull into the mid, trying to get some scouting intel. Yep, and he does take an arrow. Um, Probably just gonna shrug it off. He might retreat out of there.
Yeah, in the south you got looks like Scary Monster
Something
and
is shaping up.
Toxin
Yeah,
moving in.
Yeah, Rar is there to sort of keep tabs on it, but I don't think he's really prepared to engage here, as there does seem to be quite a bit of puzz here from the Myth Pagans. So he might be forced to retreat. It looks like that's what he's going to end up doing. There is sort of a middle, a central force here from Demolition, and he's sort of kind of wandering back and forth between the mid and their home flag. In the north, it looks like Akira and Wank are possibly advancing, but maybe not. They're just sort of testing the waters. And the southern flank from the Myth Pagans, they are going to engage, as a pus does get thrown down. Doesn't look
Yeah,
like it. Yeah, go ahead.
It's a pretty huge development south. Yeah, they're pushing the whole way here, and they're going to need that mid force to help them out.
Yep, Argos is trying to join the fray. Looks like they're targeting Paris's dwarf. They are able to take it out, and it looks like a bottle pus was thrown out, but it didn't seem to do a whole lot. I don't think it really connected with anything. Those satchels are still there on the ground, though, so that would be a prime time. There's a pus dud, actually. And let's look at the numbers. 80%, 87%. And I think, was it Samuel? Somebody knocked out that bottle on the ground. So the winter, the snow, is actually going to make dwarves a little bit less viable here than they otherwise would be, as the majority of what they're going to throw, maybe not the majority, but a lot of what they're going to throw is going to dud. As I didn't see whose dwarf that was, but the Myth Pagans definitely lost a dwarf there. Demolition is going to move up with his, and he does a little bit of damage on the Myth Pagans.
Yeah, Demo doing great work with the dwarf in there.
Oh yeah. Oh wow. Huge bounce on Scary Monster, and a pus going down, taking out maybe half of it. A lot of it is going to be taken out. A bottle pus did get thrown down there, actually, as a matter of fact. 61, 68%. Myth Pagans are still up. When all is said and done, that pus is going to miss on Toxin's dwarf, as Demolition managing to not dud at all, it seems. Getting some nice shots. He only has 2 kills on that dwarf, but he was able to deal quite a bit of damage. I expect him to have high damage numbers at the in the game analysis, the end game screen.
Yeah, meanwhile you got Falcon was putting on the pressure north, or the mid I mean, but nothing coming of that. Just trying to get past Wank and Evil Jake.
Yeah, true. And actually, it looks like the Myth Pagans are forced to retreat in the south. I think they realize that they're not quite as strong as they thought they were going to be. They used up probably all of their pus, or most of it anyway. Yeah, all of their pus, and there is Demolition's dwarf still standing. They don't have any archers or really any way of taking that out without exposing their warriors.
Note here, though, percents are tied. I'm at 8 minutes, 20 seconds, and they got 53 to 53.
That's right. So Falcon and Killer King are going to advance, it looks like, towards the Syndicate flag. Evil Jake is there, and Wank, to try to hold them off a little bit. Pus does go down. That's a huge pus, actually, on those 3 archers. They can take those out and try to... Yep, and they do take those out. So that actually helps out the Myth Pagans quite a lot. Although, I'm going to say LSO, probably not the best use of pus there on the Syndicate flag. He is going to be forced to retreat. I don't think he's going to be able to do very much with his warriors, but he's going to see what he can do. I think those thrall... I think those thrall are just...
There,
yeah, I'm not really sure. I think those thrall... I think it was a desperation move. He was hoping to make something big happen, but... yeah, pus not really the best on thrall. As we can see, most of them are really high in health still. I think those pus were probably better off used against, maybe Rar or Demo. Where
yeah, definitely going to need to get the pressure on Demolition's door. I mean, I'd say, like LSO's team, they're looking pretty good here. They got the pressure on the flag, but they're pulling back pretty fast.
They do have the percentage advantage, but if You know, the thing is, like this game may just end up being a tie because the defensive position here for these flags is quite good, especially with the dwarf still standing.
Yeah, game one, no reason to really, go hard. They can just play it out, take a tie.
And there's still enough archers here to really make pushing up into these choke points kind of painful. And you know, the Myth Pagans don't really have a significant archer advantage. Yes, they have more archers, but you know, when they're firing uphill, you know, their efficacy is reduced.
They're going for the surround. I mean, you got
That's true.
again. There's a lot of thrall up there, so they just got to will them down. Get rid of this dwarf here, and then clear it out.
Right.
But
Right, that's the issue is what do the Myth Pagans have that can really clear out a lot of thrall really fast? Ooh, oh man, that was close. Toxin almost losing an archer there to Demolition. Demolition is really safe here. There's no pus goals. I think LSO kind of you know, shot his wad a little fast there. I think if he had saved those, they could have at least taken out Demolition's dwarf,
I
possibly
think I
done
think
more damage.
Sam, I think Sam's got a bus. He's coming around now.
Let's see, where's he? Actually, LSO does have one remaining pus on a gold that has very little life remaining. He is going to.
Sam was faking it.
Killer King does have a dwarf, so they may be able, if they're able to you know, kind of push up onto the high ground, he may be able to use that. But from the low ground, it's going to be really tough.
Yeah, you got lots of time, no rush here. So unless somebody makes some major mistake, this should go down to a tie. But we'll see.
40%, 43%. There is a slight edge, but not a very big one. And it seems that whatever that the Syndicate sent east didn't really. I don't think. I think RAR was cleaned up. Let me check. No, he does have 7% remaining. So where's he at? Oh, he managed to find his way back to the home flag. He's
Yeah,
taking a little bit of damage.
Paris is on damage control here. They're completely contained at this point. I mean, it could go down
Right.
to a rush.
They're playing for a tie. Syndicate is. And really, the only option left to the Myth Pagans is to run out the clock because they don't want to try for a push early, have it go terribly, and give the opportunity to the Syndicate for the counter push. It looks like that was a small pus, so it wasn't a big pus that was taken out there by Demolition. Still proving that he's the key here for this Syndicate defense.
Killer King doing some nice dodging down there.
Yeah, he was able to get a nice shot off, but there was some friendly fire, I think, taking out a friendly archer in the process. And actually, they're going to go for it, it looks like. I'm not sure if this is... I mean, they see an opening, but there's enough time on the board where if they screw up really terribly, it gives an opening to Syndicate for the counter push and possible win.
Yeah, Scariel's telling him to go, so Killer King's got to get in there.
Yeah, those Thrall are just so slow. And those archers, Wank is on his dwarf. So they have to pressure it with something.
Well, this could be huge. Killer King right here. It's taken out.
That dwarf is up. Oh yeah, Killer King is destroyed. That's true. And his bottle did dud, unfortunately. Yeah, it's looking like a tie at this point. There's just too much thrall. I don't really see a way that, especially with Demolition here, 5 kills on his dwarf. It's not quite dead. I mean, Killer King's got a... Oh, he just sniped it. So, yeah, Demolition is taken out. But, having said that, there's just so many thrall. I don't think Samuel's going to be able to do it by himself, especially with... well, I don't know. We'll see. It's all it's on the micro. Oh, yeah. Rar's got the huge warrior pack. and they're going to dismantle some of these Thrall. If Rar wasn't there, I think they might have had a chance.
Yeah, that was the play of the game right there.
Yeah, Rar saving those warriors. But even without Rar, I think they successfully defended.
Oh yeah, very intense. You have, I mean, totally micro heavy gameplay, arrows everywhere, incredible. But with a minute and 20 seconds left,
Yeah, there's not much that can happen at this point. 16% remaining. I mean, I don't know. You're not going to really be able to contest the enemy flag. I don't think Syndicate have. I don't think they have enough time to really make this work. Rar is going to be sending in his warriors, but I think it's gonna be close, but I don't think they're gonna be able to contest this flag in time. And there are four healthy Thrall sitting on that flag, which if they were microed really well, they can take out maybe 2 or 3 of these warriors pretty quick. And it all depends on the micro. He's gonna have to just try to rush past the Thrall, try to contest. It might take
Auror's
some
got
damage.
he's got 3 vets in there, so he should clean out these Thor, but he's just not going to make it in time.
30 seconds remaining.
Yeah, it's a tough thing because it all comes down to the micro. If he's able to micro the warriors so that the healthy ones are taking the damage, the ones in the back, the ones that are with the most damage already on them can inflict a significant amount of damage on the Thrall. So it all depends on the micro. He's not really going to be. Yeah, there's not enough time. There's 3 seconds remaining. He's not going to be able to get there. Instead, he's going to go for ratios. So
yeah, Argos calling him out.
yeah, I didn't see that. Whoop! I totally accidentally skipped the analysis screen. So we're gonna go straight into game.